Hi, I'm Laura Haynes Franklin. So what is the Franklin method? That is a very good question. The Franklin method teaches you how to create change in your body, mind and life. So how does change happen? First of all, we need to know where we're at and what we want to change, and then we need to know how to tap into the natural intelligence that we have inside of us so that that can make the changes. You know, often if you have a picture in your head and you're like, well, I want to do this and I want to do this, and you seem to come up against all of these challenges and we are kind of fighting resistance with resistance. Well, in the Franklin method, we're learning how to tap into a deeper intelligence, that place where things just flow and happen. So when we can understand what is actually happening in our body, so how do we take the information in and how does our body respond to that, and really how our mind affects our body. And we hear many things about it, and positive thinking and affirmations and, you know, your mind and your body, and yet they really are the same thing, because if you can experience a change in your thought changes your physical experience in like that, then we have to really start looking at what am I believing and how am I trying to achieve things. So let's just try something. You're going to just take one of your arms and just move it around and just say to yourself or out loud, my arm feels really heavy and tight and stiff, and this is really boring. Why is she talking about, why do I have to move my arm around? I don't really understand what we're doing. And just notice how that feels. Okay, so shake that out. Let that one go. Let's try something different. Move the same arm and you're going to say, I'm enjoying moving my arm. Wow, I haven't moved my arm all day. I've been sat at this computer, you know, my hand's been typing, it's been doing all this, and wow, I'm getting to move my arm around. And I can feel the air, my fingertips are dancing, and wow, this is so much fun. Can you feel that? Can you enjoy it? So don't pretend to enjoy it. Can you actually feel the feeling of enjoying moving your arm? And just notice, how does that feel? And now go back to the other one where it's like, oh no, my arm's really tired and achy. So which one do you prefer? So you notice immediately we have a change. You change your thought, you change your approach, and you change the experience in your body. So every time you are thinking, your body is responding. That's what you're programmed to do. That's how we stay alive. We think, I need food, and your body responds, so you go get food. When you have a thought or a dream, your body doesn't know the difference between that and reality. Because it's so real in your mind, your body will respond. So once we know that, on one hand we're really excited and empowered, and on the other hand it's challenging because we have to take responsibility for what we're thinking. We can't blame it on somebody else. So notice your body and notice, is there anything you would like to improve about it? Are you happy with your body? Do you like your body? So I'm hearing some no's, I'm hearing a few yeses, but the majority of us probably have some issues. We like to change this, make this a little bit smaller. If only this would work. And so if you had a friend, I don't know, if you got a friend in the room with you there, if you had a friend, turn to that friend and say, I really like you, but I'd like you much better if you would just change. You know, you always wear this green sweater, and I don't like your green sweater. Like, wear something else. And if you could just be another 5 inches, we'd get on great. So if you are saying this to your body all of the time, just think how it's going to respond to you. Is it going to give you what you want? So in parallel to us being able to vision where we're going, we need to also really be able to work in harmony with where we're at. Because if we're fighting where we are, we're going to stay in that resistance because we're feeling the resistance. So in the Franklin method, we need to bring ourselves as quickly as possible into the experience we want to feel. And that doesn't always mean that we have to think about lots and lots of things. It's really using our mind to experience something new in our body. And then the trick is, once we have a new experience, to be able to maintain it. Do we actually prefer that? Do we want to feel good? You know anybody who likes moaning? Like, what would they do if they stopped moaning about their boyfriend for like 5 minutes? Who would they be? And so we all have these things. We know I have a tight back, and I have these tight shoulders, and you know, my mother, she calls me every day and she's driving me crazy. And what if those things changed? So when we embark on the Franklin method, it's much more than just how do I change my body and my movement. It really is, who am I when I start to change? And am I ready to really embrace that change? Because it affects everything. You change your body, you change your mind, you change your life. And they are all interconnected. And I'm going to share more about this and how the science of the body meets the science of the universe, and the biomechanics actually function, and often our thoughts about that are counter to what's actually happening. So we really, really need to take a look at what are we believing, what are we imaging, and embrace that change. So if you're ready, I recommend checking out some of these, wherever they're going to be, some of these exercises. Do them, share them, and stay tuned, because you're in for a really amazing experience. So I'll see you there.